Hello everyone and welcome to another video. The 2026 Maverick Tremor might be the most misunderstood truck you can buy right now. And most people are using it completely wrong. Let's get into it. Before we get started, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Joe Machens, Capital City Ford here in Jefferson City, Missouri for allowing me time with this vehicle. Please reach out to Mike for all your vehicle needs. Powering this 2026 Ford Maverick Tremor is the 2-liter EcoBoost, producing 250 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque through an 8-speed automatic transmission. All right, starting up front here, we get the iconic Tremor orange across the grille here, just a normal Ford logo. Coming to the passenger side, we have these really sleek headlights with the DRLs, looks really nice. LED lights as well. Coming down here, no fog lights on this Maverick Tremor, but we do have parking sensors and the Tremor orange recovery hooks. It looks really good here. We do have a skid plate down here, and then you can tell the bumper is very ergonomic and designed for off-roading. You get a little more clearance up front than your standard Mavericks. Goodyear Wrangler Territories. 235/65R17s. We get this nice gray, carbonized gray colored wheel with the Tremor orange where your valve stem is. Wheel liner up front as well, and then just standard suspension up front here. We do have a little bit of design striping up front on the hood here. You all can see that Tremor orange. Here's our Tremor badge. Tremor is obviously in Tremor orange, black capped mirrors. Let's take a look at the side profile. Best looking Maverick out there in my opinion. On the side here, we do have more striping in this Tremor orange. Looks really good against this carbonized gray. Color matched door handles. And then coming in the back, we do have the off-road tuned suspension. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's Tremor badged also. So it helps you a little bit off-road compared to your standard Maverick. Big Tremor badge across the back. These squared off taillights. And then we have Maverick stamped in the tailgate. Standard Ford logo here. This tailgate is not dampened, but you do get power in the back, and you get cargo lights, 2 tie downs, and then you have this rail system, which is really handy. More tie downs up front there. We have this nice little storage compartment, and then a little bit more power in the back as well on both sides. Very, very practical truck bed here. And then we have, there's our other Tremor logo there. Trailer hookups down here. This does tow about 2,000 pounds. Similar to the other Mavericks out there. I think they're all close to 2,000, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look at the sticker of this particular truck. All right, so we have a 2026 Tremor all-wheel drive, 2-liter EcoBoost. Fuel economy, 21 city, 27 highway, 23 combined. That's obviously a big dip from the Lariat that we reviewed last week, the Maverick Lariat. So really the only option is we have the power moonroof and power sliding rear window on this Tremor. It's the total MSRP $43,685. I do believe this is the most expensive Maverick you can buy, even more expensive than the Lariat. I think the Lariat came in around $40,000, so they're very similarly priced, but this is slightly higher. Now let's take a look at the interior, which is where I think the Tremor shines across all Ford products. Looking at the Maverick, same setup here, lock, unlock, window controls, a little more Tremor orange here. I love the cutouts in here. It's very practical also. Beano sound system. We do get power seats. And then look at these leather seats. Tremor orange, and then you get the Tremor badge. Super comfortable. Look really good in my opinion. For talking payload, 1,067 pounds. Obviously, that's a dip from the Lariat that we reviewed last week. More orange accents up front. Here's our lighting control. There's your cargo lights. Manual adjust steering wheel. If we hop in here, I mean, this is just the standard Maverick interior with a couple little features. Here's our ignition down here. We'll start it up. So we have a semi-digital gauge cluster right here. Very customizable, as are all the Fords. Fuel economy. So lots going on there. Another upgrade in the Tremor is this leather wrapped wheel with the Tremor orange accents. Obviously, you're only going to find that in the Tremor. And also we get these little bitty paddle shifters, which is a nice touch for this off-road vehicle. And it's fun to drive with those. Excuse me. Blinker, wiper controls. Looking at this is the larger infotainment screen. Very responsive. All these Ford ones usually are. Climate controls are all in the screen. Not a huge fan of that, but they do stay there no matter what, which is nice. 2 more vents down below. Here's our Pro Trailer control. And then we have our other options here: tuning, hazard, defrost. If we look at the cameras, you do get the 360, which is nice, and all the off-road cameras, which is also nice in this off-road trim. Super big plus there. Like to see that. Coming down here, here's our rear window control. USB ports there. Wireless charging is not in this one, actually. I know that is an option you can get, just so that's just storage down here. And then we have our transfer gear select. Here's this little knob, electronic parking brake. 2 cup holders, another little space here, more storage here. This is where the Tremor differs also, are these off-road controls. So our ABS control, our 4-wheel drive lock, and then our auto start stop. This off-road cruise control or trail control, and then we do get the rear locker, which is exclusive to the Tremor. Standard vent over there, no shelf or anything for the passenger. More orange accents throughout here. Take a look. Smaller console, what you expect in a small truck. Another sweet feature is the sunroof. That's pretty cool to see in this small truck also. Standard rear view mirror. And then here's your sunroof control, obviously, and a little bit of lighting control there. Now let's get out and listen to this 2-liter engine. The exhaust, you'll see how far up that is ran. So that helps with your departure angle. You won't be dragging that on stuff, which is really, really cool. All right, coming to the back. Same color scheme continued, obviously, same storage. Get pockets in the back. And then your seats, you'll see the speckled orange. And you'll see that just continued. Armrest here, 2 more cup holders, more USB chargers, another 12-volt plug-in. No rear vents, which is a bummer. Getting in this thing, you'll notice this seat is actually really, really far back for me. I'm 5'11", and I still have room back here due to this cutout in the seat. And man, these seats, I'll say it again, super comfortable, even in the rear. You could ride in this thing for a very, very long time. We're gonna jump in and take this thing for a spin. Before we do that, just some thoughts I have. This is a very practical off-road vehicle, and I don't think people see it that way. Just because it's a compact truck doesn't mean it can't get you places that, let's say, a full-size truck can't. Now, your ground clearance obviously isn't much, but you still get a rear locker. You have the all-terrain tires. For most people, this is gonna get you where you wanna go and still have great fuel economy, great comfort, luxury interior here, and plenty of room for a smaller family or an individual. This is a really good buy, and it looks really, really cool. All the Tremor accents, your off-road tuned suspension, that's a big, big plus. All right, we are off in this Ford Maverick Tremor. Best Maverick you can buy, in my opinion. Off-road luxury, that's what I'm gonna call it. And you get all these sweet goodies here: rear locker, trail control, 4-wheel drive lock, best of both worlds. Steering wheel, this thing is awesome. Back up, we'll go this way. Parking lot, pretty zippy. It's probably what I would use to describe this. We're gonna go over these potholes here. Same route we did with the Lariat. If you haven't checked that video out, go check it out. Ford Maverick Lariat 2026. We're gonna try to get all the Mavericks done in the next couple weeks. Today we are on the Tremor, the most expensive Maverick Ford offers, for good reason in my opinion. Let's see if we can. So we have upgraded all-terrain tires, upgraded suspension, 4-wheel drive lock, trail control. This does have the 2-liter EcoBoost, not the 2.5. You'll take a hit on MPGs a little bit, but you're still going to be in the mid-20s, which is great. Really good torque in this engine. I will say that. So I mean, if you're looking for something that's not huge, easy to park, has the tech you want, if you get a wild hair, you can still off-road this thing. I mean, that's what it's built for. I feel like people overlook that in this Tremor. Handles really well. I mean, it feels like you're driving a crossover. That's what it feels. It feels like you don't have a bed in the back, but you do. So you can do truck stuff with this. Payload's not very good, but you know, that's the trade-off when you go with an off-road trim. So yeah, let me know what you all think of this 2026 Ford Maverick Tremor. If you're in the market for buying a Maverick, definitely check this out. It's a little pricier. We'll probably do an XLT next week so you can get a full comparison. But I'm really digging it. Love the look of this truck. Love the look of all the Tremors. Well done, Ford. So with that, we'll catch you on the next one.